What the hell is this? Where the hell am I? Hello? Narrator.
What?
Hello? Yeah.
Me?
You.
What?
The hell is this?
Didn't you get the memo?
No, I did not get the memo. What the hell is this?
Well, this is how we're doing videos now. Got it?
Okay, but why?
Well, this way it's 10 times easier to make videos.
Fair enough. Whatever.
That's the spirit.
Let's just get into it. Whatever. Alright. So, count me down from the top.
3, 2, 1, go.
Hey guys, my name's Sock Smith, and welcome to another episode of My Life Stories. Today you may notice some big differences, but I decided that because I've now got my own virtual reality headset, I decided why not give it a good shot to put it into a video. So, here we are. Anyway, today's video I will be talking about my sister. Now, my sister is actually a twin, if you did not know. She is only 2 minutes older than me, and trust me when I say she holds it over me every chance she used to get. I mean, she barely does it now, but she used to, alright? Anyway, over the many years of my lifetime that I've spent with her, I have gained many stories. I'm going to be talking about a few today, but, I mean, I could be talking for hours about this thing, but I'm not going to. Anyway, let's get into it. First story. This happened when my sister and I were about 4, 5, something like that. I can't really remember the exact age because I was very young. We used to go up to my grandparents, who lived on a massive farm. And I'm not talking about like tiny. I'm talking about acres and acres long, if you guys know what an acre is. But instead of it just being a normal farm, like small driveway right next to the house and then a big backyard, no, this had a giant driveway as well. And this driveway wasn't made out of the things you'd normally think it would be, like gravel or dirt or pavement or something like that. It was made up of really tiny rocks. I realize I just said gravel, and gravel is also tiny rocks, but you get what I mean. So when my sister and I were really young, we'd just run around, we'd be crazy little nutbags, just having the time of our lives. But for some reason, we decided to run on the road. But for some reason, I decided to just push my sister. I don't know why I did it. It was ages ago, but I did. I just pushed her down. And instead of just getting back up like you'd think she would, she ended up getting a rock stuck right in her head. And she ended up having to go to hospital to get it extracted. And I believe that was a pretty expensive medical bill. Jesus Christ. Now that I think about it, that's a lot of money. And I don't have that kind of money. Man, I was an expensive child. What am I talking about? I am an expensive child. Next story. Alright, this story happened when I was even younger, maybe like 2.5, no way older, because we moved out of the house at that point. But when we were really young, for some reason, we just played around with everything we got. And for some reason, my mom decided to use this as a way to entertain us. So what she did was she gave each of us just empty bottles just to fling around, have the time of our lives with. So I got a water bottle, my sister got a milk bottle, and we just kind of flailed them around, being nuts. And anyway, my sister kind of got bored with her milk jug, so she kind of just threw it away, and then saw that I was having a ton of fun with the milk bottle. Wait, with the water bottle, like I said. And she kind of got a bit jealous of it, so what she did was she came over and she took the water bottle from me and started playing around with that. Now, I didn't have the kind of reaction you think, like I get really upset, start crying, start wanting it back or anything. No, what I did was I went over to the milk bottle that she'd thrown away, picked it up, and started having fun with that instead. And then my sister saw this happening and decided to throw her water bottle away and then come back for the milk bottle that she threw away. And then she took that and started having fun with that. But instead of me getting upset about that again, just went over to the water bottle again and just started flinging that around. It was an endless cycle of just carelessness. Man, it was so nice when we were young. Next story. So, this story, it was a bit older, maybe, 12? Something like that. Actually, no, not 12, because that means we would have been in high school. Something like that. Under 10, we're in primary school again. This is another primary school story. Yes, I know I do a lot of them, but whatever. It's another primary school story. So, when we were young, we didn't have much access to technology. Now, we had a little iPod and stuff, but I mean, that was just for playing games. We couldn't really do much on it though. It wasn't very powerful. But yeah. So what my dad did is, after he got a new computer, he left his old computer to my sister and myself. So instead of having just a little phone, we had a computer now as well. Now, it wasn't very powerful. We couldn't run many stuff on it besides like a Word document and Google. That's about it. But one time we found this website called Miniclip. We used to play it 24/7. No matter what we could do, we'd always be playing Miniclip. If it was the middle of the night, we'd try and play Miniclip. If it was like middle of the afternoon, just finished school, straight onto Miniclip, we would play it all the time. But the problem is, most of them were single player. So if one of us wanted to play, we had to wait for the other one to finish playing. And you can see there was a bit of problems with that. We had a few arguments over that, but it's we're fine now, I think. Right, sis? Yeah, it should be right. Anyway, what was I about to say? I can't remember. Words. This is non-scripted, by the way. Oh god. Now, there were some multiplayer games, like 2-player games, but there was only really one good one. So, yeah, we were mostly single player. But we managed to discover another game called Club Penguin. This is childhood right here. Anyway, we had to share an account as well. So, not only were we sharing a computer, we had to share an account. And it was... Again, you can see there was many fights that happened from that. Anyway, next story. So, this next story happened a few years later. By this time, we had our own, like, little laptops, phones, stuff like that. And we were just constantly on technology, like, 24/7. No matter what, we were on technology. However, my dad and mum saw this and thought that we were just trying to avoid being in contact with them. Just all the time. So what my dad ended up doing was he introduced this thing called No Technology Sunday. I hated this, but it was understandable for the time. Now, No Technology Sunday is what it implies. We weren't allowed to use any kind of technology for the whole day. No matter what, we weren't allowed to use the technology. Unless there was like we needed it for school or something, we just weren't allowed to use technology. However, my sister and I decided to create this like unspoken rule. We never talked about this thing. But if we managed to see the other person on technology during this No Technology Sunday, we would not dob in the other person. Unless they would do it before. But that would barely ever happen. Anyway, so if this was like Sunday, No Technology Sunday, and my dad was in the other room, and it was just my sister and I in one room, we'd both be on technology still. But, I mean, he found out a few times, and he did get mad a few times. But whatever. A few years later go by, and that's just out of the window. We don't use it anymore, as you can tell. I mean, as of recording this, it is a Sunday. I'm literally in technology, and I'm away from my parents, not talking to them. So you can see how well that turned out. Alright, that's gonna have to do it for this video. If you did enjoy, please leave a like and hit that subscribe button. And before I go, I will say, I don't have my character in here like I normally would, just because it would take a long time for that to start happening. And I'm trying to get that to happen, but it's still gonna take a while. So this is just a free character, it's no copyright on it or anything of that sort. So you can just log in and even find this yourself. But whatever. If you did enjoy, please hit that like button and that subscribe button. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace!